What's up? Make sure you like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell up above for future uploads, and check out the links posted in the description down below to support the channel. So here today I have a surprise reveal from Hasbro and his Power Rangers crossover with Street Fighter from the Lightning collection of morphed Ryu Crimson Hawk Ranger. I think this looks great. I will say this though, going on the box, Hasbro, what you need to do is you need to have an illustration of Ryu and the Crimson Hawk Ranger on the front. I don't like the fact that you're using the picture of the figure on the front of the box. This is something you're doing with Marvel Legends too, and it looks very cheap and it doesn't look good. I would rather see full illustrations here in the front of the box, and I think from what I've seen in a lot of the collecting community and the posts that these people have been making, they also feel the same. Now I understand why you're putting an image of the figure on the front of the box. It's for those inbox collectors so that they can still feel like they are seeing the figure on the front of the packaging. But please stop doing this. I think it looks cheap, I think it looks tacky, and I also think when you've got an image of the figure on the back of the box, I think that's enough. I don't like to see this. I'd rather a full illustration. But anyway, going on the figure itself, I think the figure looks absolutely wonderful, and there's a lot of fans that have been out there for the last couple of years calling for this and calling for this in the Lightning collection. I'm seeing a number of people as well that are unhappy that a normal team of Rangers or indeed a normal Ranger isn't being released. But to me, this is a good time for collecting, and in particular I think Power Rangers is at an all-time high in terms of popularity and the figures that we're getting. Yes, there's still inaccuracies, and yes, they can still do things about it. But when you're seeing, like, for example, the Power Rangers crossover with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, that was something I thought we'd never see. By the way, we need unmorphed Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in this line, and we need the Ninja Rangers as well from that Boom Studios comic, just as an aside. What I would have liked to see with this, and I hope we do get to see it in the future, is an unmorphed Ryu and unmorphed Chun-Li, because Chun-Li I'm sure is coming next in this line. But I think this looks great. I think the image of the figure here on the back looks really good, and that's what I'm saying. That needs to be just it, and then leave the front down for a nice illustration. We've got some nice accessories too that come with this figure. The figure overall looks very good, and I think that there's a couple of new parts probably here from the bicep down here. The hands definitely look different as well, and possibly even these guards that are around here just below the knee. We've also got this as well. I think that's probably reused from somewhere. I wouldn't be shocked to see if that's reused from somewhere. And then an all new shield here, probably based off of the Green Ranger shield, I would imagine. But it looks good. I like this little stand that's been included for the Hadouken. I'm probably mispronouncing that because I wouldn't be a big Street Fighter guy. I'd be more of a Tekken guy myself and Mortal Kombat. So if I am mispronouncing that, well, that's why I'm mispronouncing it. Here we have the Hawk Ranger power. I think that looks really cool. This flame effect goes around the foot of the Ranger, and indeed it possibly can go around the hand, but I think it's more so for the foot, and this is more up there for the hand. I think it looks really good. I think these effects are really nice to see, and it does go to show you then that Hasbro have their interest in keeping in line with what they've been doing in canon and the comics. I would like to see more specific effects. I know that they've been trying to do that for the last while, and I would expect now, given the fact that that's coming with a unique shield, a unique helmet, some new parts, and indeed some effects, I could probably see this retailing for $40 plus, maybe even £40, €40 plus now at this stage, because I imagine this is going to be a premium set. What we've seen as well too with some of the Hasbro crossovers in Transformers in particular is when you do a crossover, it usually commands a high price. So I'd be interested to see what type of fan reaction there will be towards the price of this item. I don't expect this item to be $20 odd. I don't expect it to be 20 odd pounds. I don't expect it to be 20 odd euro. I think it's going to be much higher than that. I'll be pleasantly surprised if I'm wrong. But also as well too, I think that there's a lot of gripes that's out there. If this is a fan channel exclusive, I think people will be happy with that. If it's a Hasbro Pulse exclusive, I don't think people are going to be very happy with that, because as you know, Hasbro Pulse only ships to America, Germany and the UK. So international fans are lost at sea when it comes to this, and there are an awful lot of fans that are out there throughout the world that would love to see this figure. That's, again, if it is just a Hasbro Pulse exclusive. But what do I think overall of this figure? I think the figure looks great. I'm looking forward to Chun-Li, but I think out of the both of them, I think the design for Ryu is definitely a little bit more appealing. It looks nicer, and I think this is going to be something that would stand out on people's shelves. I mean, these added effects as well too are an attention to detail and attention to care, and I think for a figure like this, it's going to be very popular, because I think once they do these crossovers, it's very rare that they're going to do them again, and I think that that's part and parcel as to why people buy these guys. And indeed, I think that's why the company do them, because there are questions that are out there of like, how come we haven't got the full team of Wild Force yet? Well, this is going to be very popular, I would imagine, the same way of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle set. So they've obviously seen the popularity in the crossovers, and this is why you're seeing another crossover. What would I like to see in the future? I tell you what, I would love to see a crossover between Power Rangers and Tekken. I would love to see, say, King or Yoshimitsu or someone else, maybe even Kuma or something like that, coming into this line. I think that'd be an interesting one to see how they do that, because that'd be a large figure. But I would love to see a crossover with Tekken. I know they probably won't do a crossover with Mortal Kombat for obvious reasons, but that would be another one as well that I'd also like to see, but I would find it highly, highly unlikely. So anyway, let me know what you think in the comments about this one. I'm very excited about this, as you can already tell. I'm definitely going to purchase this one. I'm going to do whatever I can to get it. Obviously, if it's Hasbro Pulse exclusive, well then I'm going to have to probably look at secondary market or whatever it might be. But I think this is a good purchase. What do you think about that? Do you think that this is worth the price of perhaps a premium figure? Do you think that you're going to see Hasbro seeing to do this a little bit more? And also then, what do you think about these crossover events? Are you someone that's happy with these, or are you someone that's totally unhappy with these? Let me know in the comments. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell up above for future uploads, and check out the links posted in the description down below to support the channel. I'll talk to you later.